Doma Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now I gotta go hurry up here, man. Got some stuff to do real quick. Get prepared for this fight later. Right? Bud Crawford, Canelo Alvarez. Right? That's what it's all about, y'all. It's a big fight, right? I think, I have a few negative thoughts about the fight. Like, you gotta imagine, Canelo rumored to be getting about $150 million for fighting a guy 2 or 3 weight divisions smaller than him. Me personally, I don't like stuff like that. I think that's way too much, And then wants $200 million just to fight a guy, David Benavidez, who's his size. I don't like stuff like that, man. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's not Canelo's fault. You're going to go as far as, as people let you. People go as far as you let them. But it should be in unison. The boxing public should be, damn it, you got to fight Benavidez. He's in your division. He's your mandatory. You got to fight David Morrell. He's in your division. He's your mandatory. Or you just won't have the titles. And you can remain the most popular guy in the sport over there without titles, though. So these guys can create their legacy and probably become, household names, be it in New Russia or from wherever they come from. But they should have the opportunity. You understand? And so he's caused them opportunity. I didn't really like it that David Morrell and David Benavidez had to go up to the next division because he wouldn't fight him and without getting legacy in 168 pounds and then have to fight each other. Now one of them has a loss, and it wasn't even for undisputed. That irks me. That's because it's not right. Y'all know how it is. It's justice first here, right? So I don't like that kind of stuff. And Canelo trying to get over $100 million for fighting somebody smaller than him. I don't care who the hell it is. Guys, if you think that's okay, then that's not okay for these other boxers who are taking risk, right? This is not so risky for Canelo to be getting over 100 million, 150 million, and whatever. We know everybody's pockets is their business, but it's not correct when you're comparing them to the other people. And then we're looking at all the other stuff that Canelo, did, throughout the history. And I'm gonna talk about one right now. One is, this is what you hear. This is how the boxing community is, and community period. Certain people can get away with stuff. It's like Bud Crawford can't win no decision versus Canelo. Bud Crawford can't win a decision versus Canelo, and we accept that. The hell, he better be able to win a decision. That's what I want him to do. I would like him to outbox him, right, and get a decision, right? That's what I would want. A knockout is cool or whatever, but that would be awesome. But if you look at Canelo has great defense and a great chin, and he hasn't been checked for doping. So with those 3 things, I don't know. Now, if I knew for sure that Canelo was vigorously dope tested during this process, and we had proof of that, I might have to sing another tone. But right now, I'm not sure. Because it's eerily mysterious that no one's asking about it. And, so if not, with the defense he has, Canelo gets busy up here. Upper body movement is ridiculously awesome by Canelo. So with that, and the fact that you ain't going to throw too many punch combinations around Canelo, with Canelo's counter ability, and you ain't going to get too close with your body with Canelo's left hook to the body. And Canelo is faster, quicker than a lot of people give him credit for. So with all that said, Crawford got to get in and get out. So I'm not expecting him to stand on his punches, sit down on his punches, especially not early. All right? So, I'm not expecting that. So a decision from a guy 2 or 3 pound weight divisions lower than Canelo is okay. But we, as a boxing community, I'm speaking French again because they ain't no damn we, but you guys will say stuff like he ain't gonna get no decision because we seen it. Floyd Mayweather beat the living daylights out of him, and some fool called it a draw. Nothing happened to that fool. You see what I'm saying? Was able to do it. I done told you guys before. A judge should have the after a fight sit down with an arbitrary panel and watch the fight again And I'm calling it the justification booth. And justify your scorecard. Because if they don't have to do that, then I'm just going to score it however. Man, the dude hired me from the A-Sides camp, hired me. So he got a couple of plus points. Unless you have somebody arbitrary paying the judges. But if the judges are paid by whoever's the A-side or whoever's the face of boxing or whatever, then that went down. We shouldn't have people going in fights knowing that they're 2 or 3 rounds behind a person. Now, having said that, this is not a fight where this applies. But I am old school. That if the champion, if a champion gets beat. I don't like a champion getting barely beat and the belt changes hands. I don't. I like a champion to be beat. I don't like no controversial decisions and the champion loses his belt, because I think there should be some kind of privilege because you became champion. Champion should be a little bit special. I do believe that. It's like if somebody commits crime several times and they go to court, the court should look at them funny. You didn't commit this before. I thought we told y'all. You on probation anyway, so get the hell up out of here. You going to jail. As opposed to somebody that's a first-time offender. I don't know if that's a good analogy. But I'm saying is, if somebody earned a championship belt, they should have a little bit of privilege. Not saying that they win all the fights. You got to knock them down and beat them up bad. But you should be able, it should be a definite win for that challenger. This doesn't apply. Both of these guys are accomplished, champion or not. Both of these guys are accomplished. Crawford's even more accomplished. So it doesn't apply. But what this point of this video is we say stuff, silly stuff, like Bud Crawford can't get no decision against Canelo. Let's stop saying that, because that shows acceptance. There's got to be outrage. Bad decisions, judges, justify yourselves. And yes, I'm still hoping that Bud Crawford could get a decision if he earns it. Right? Same thing as like these people in our politics right now that's acting up and committing crimes. I don't want these things to happen to them. They get sick or something. No, I would like the public to say, even though you're in my party, even though I'm racist or whatever, and I want that person in power, if they're not obeying the law, then something has to happen. They have to be held accountable. I would like people, I know I'm dreaming, but I would like people to say, the rule of law is more important to anything else I got going on. Because if not, we're just going to have anarchy, right? Which we're having right now. People are just committing crimes right in front of your face because they look a certain way. People don't even want them to be held accountable. Where does that lead to? So we don't want that going so much in boxing where we're sitting around here talking about, hey, Canelo can't lose a decision. Then why? Why? When he went to the toilet, I'm guaranteeing you it stunk in there. There's no reason for him to be able to say that. Let's stop saying it, because that shows that we accept it. I don't. If Crawford outpoints him, damn it, I want him to get the decision. So should you. Doma Sports Talk worldwide. Got things to do. And I'm up out of here, y'all.